One of the great lessons I would have thought of history is that to deny people freedom of conscience, belief, religion, is to deny them the most fundamental freedoms of all. And again, Frank Ferruti made this point. He said the first freedom in a way in the West was freedom of conscience. We stopped burning one another at the stake because it was barbaric, it was not Christian, and it was also stupid. Today's minority may turn out to be tomorrow's majority. You talk about that a bit, that it appears that some people who have been pushing for rights, having achieved them, then turn the jackboot that they once were on the receiving end around and attack others. In fact, you make, there's something in here that really jumped out at me. You said almost immediately after gay marriage became legal in Germany, acceptance of it was made a condition of citizenship in the state of Baden-Württemberg. A condition of citizenship? Can I ask for a start, where does that leave the left? Those figures in a free country, they're right to believe this, who don't believe in marriage at all. They suddenly have to say, right, we do actually sign up and we now believe in marriage in its new version. But
only for gays.
But that's absurd. That is to deny everything that our own history's taught us. See, I would be one who say we ought to learn our history. So much of it has given us the freedoms that we have. But if you want to understand where we've gone wrong, we can learn from the things we've gone wrong as well. We're not prepared to even learn the things we got wrong, or from the things that we got wrong, let alone the things we got right.
Well, one of the reasons why the new metaphysics, new religion I describe in this book is identifiable is because the people who follow it behave with all the zealotry that religious fanatics have behaved with in the past. It's not enough that they believe something, you have to believe it too. I wrote in The Spectator recently about the, it's a minor thing, but there's a restaurant in America called Chick-fil-A.
Yes, I saw that article.
Chick-fil-A, some of the people, family, it's a Christian family business.
Pretty big chain,
It's a big chain, third largest chain restaurant in America. Opened for the first time in the UK in October, and announced shortly afterwards that it's closing because of protests by local self-appointed gay activists. Because Chick-fil-A in America, the Christian family who found it, gave donations about 10 years ago to a family-oriented charities, which included opposition to gay marriage and so on and so forth. Now, here's the thing with that, like with the Equinox gym controversies in the summer in the US, is it's not enough that these people choose not to eat their chicken nuggets at this place. You mustn't either. And they mustn't serve chicken nuggets and they must close. Well, even if the family who run Chick-fil-A are the most opposed to gay marriage ever, I still think if some people want to eat their chicken nuggets, they should have the damn right to do so. But that instinct is not there in the social justice warriors of our time. It's not just that they don't want the thing. They don't want you to do the thing either, or to have the right to do the thing, because only by total decimation of their enemies can they win. That isn't liberalism in any interpretation of the term. Any interpretation.
And how does it fit with the insistence of gays in America, for example, but also we see this in Australia, that the baker issue, the baking of a wedding cake? Oh no, you cannot possibly exercise your conscience if a gay couple want a wedding cake. You must provide it. How does it fit with the right on the other side to close a business down because it has a different perspective?
How about going back to the courage issue? Maybe these people are all just incredibly cowardly and lazy. Maybe that's all that's going on. You see, it's quite easy to say, I refuse to eat my chicken nuggets at that place in Reading. That's quite easy. I mean, I've spent all my life ducking eating chicken nuggets in Reading. I can keep doing it if I want. But it's, if you think that's the main issue in that rights issue, it means, among other things, you can avoid the harder ones. Well, here's a harder one. There are still dozens of countries in the world where it's illegal to be gay. There are still around a dozen countries where you can be executed for being gay. If you're a gay rights activist, mightn't that be a place to start? Mightn't that be one closer to the boat? As it happens, I know nobody's meant to say anything at all praising of him, but as it happens, Donald Trump has said he wants to make this a priority, actually. His administration is looking at trying to stop the countries which still make being gay illegal from doing so. They're going to tie it to aid and all sorts of other things. That strikes me as being a very good, laudatory gay rights move. Let's try to make sure that there's nowhere in the world you get hanged or stoned for being gay. It's also, for many individuals, a bit of a hard one. Why? Well, it means you have to make a value judgment. It means you have to say, actually, I think the way we do things in our society is better than the way they do in that society. Well,
that's cultural imperialism.
Deep cultural imperialism. Who are you to say that they shouldn't shove the wall on the gays? And again, much of the lazy, cowardly social justice movements that pretend that they're incredibly brave don't want to get into that.